Hello and welcome in to another Oakland Esports stream. We are in tonight for Oakland University versus Cumberland University. It is our win and in to the NACE Grand Finals LAN down in Orlando, Florida, happening next month in April, towards the end. So it's going to be a big match to climb for the Golden Grizzlies. I think they're what, the 12th seed of this, I think of the national playoffs right now.
Somewhere around there, I don't know.
And I know Cumberland was like top 4, maybe top 5. So they were. Okay. This is a really strong team, and the Golden Grizzlies are looking to make the upset of the entire bracket.
And we're paused.
To see if we can make like a really nice upset and book our tickets to Florida.
Headset issue apparently from Wolfie. Can't hear anything at the moment. Couple things to note as far as streaming. I know that some of the player cams were affecting frame rate allegedly. So if you're on no cams today, sorry.
It's okay. We're back to the dark ages.
It's fine. Everyone knows who we are, but couple interesting meta things that we can talk about briefly as we get in here. In a OWCS game that I saw about 4 seconds of, there was a Kiri ban in that map, and the teams had both reverted back to the Juno Brig support line.
Okay.
Came when, I think, around the time that Juno had released.
Interesting.
So without Kiri, or with Kiri, it's Kiri Lizio. Without Kiri, you might see some Juno Brig, which I always like seeing Brig. Juno's fine.
Yeah.
lot of D.Va. Again, I'm not entirely sure what makes D.Va as strong as she is, especially with her
nerf that
to
she
her
got, you said.
booster rocket.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's just probably that defense matrix, and then just arguably probably just D.Va ult's always a really good option, right? So we'll see.
Yeah.
And Wolfie on the Genji, cleaning up 2 right away, taking down the Mei and taking down Lucio.
This fight's been a bit scrappy. Hasn't been super clean one way or the other, but looks like Oakland's gonna back off a little bit.
Yeah, let Cumberland take the first tick on to the point.
Do we know who got banned? I'm assuming there's a Vendetta ban.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing the
Wolfie gets
bans
headshot
at all.
by. I'm assuming it's a Vendetta ban and maybe a Zarya of some kind. I had to guess.
Yeah.
Not sure from which. Oh my gosh, the Mei on the side of Cumberland is actually just clicking on heads. It's, I think, do I recognize Bar of Soap is a familiar name to me. I'm not sure why. On the side of Cumberland. And walled off immediately. They're going to make it through. Jack's very low health. But Suzu doesn't get to him. Is able to just stay alive.
But Oakland starting to put down some pressure. Oriana, though, or
Oriana. Wrong game.
Arisa is blocking off Oakland, who is trying to go and provide backup to Krawi, but Krawi finds himself going down.
And there was an attempt from Krawi to snuff out the Emre ultimate there with the flying up with the D.Va Matrix, but it wasn't going to be enough. As Wolf's going to pick up a couple kills, but will go down, so...
Yeah. It's still Oakland just struggling to find a way to get onto this point.
You said this was what, like a 5th seed team or something
yes,
like that?
This is like the number 4, number 5 seed of all of NACE.
So this won't be like the simple walk in the park that we had last week.
No, it would probably be the exact opposite. Especially since, this is going to be seeded via how they placed in the Super Conference. So this team was number 4 in the Super Conference during the regular season. So gonna be a huge hill to climb.
Krawi and Jax both need to stay alive to get a touch here, but the beat crucially was used by Cumberland, and Wolfie still has a blade. Jack's gonna use his beat to engage here. Wolfie, I'm assuming, will come back as soon as possible and pop that blade just about immediately. Gren swaps to the Tracer. The stall here is that blade finally back on point. Is gonna find one.
It's Lucio. That's gonna be pretty big, right?
Is one of the supports, does go down, but the trades are in the favor of Oakland University.
Trying to go after Emre again.
Try not to, but this Arisa is going to get out, maybe? Jax is dead to a grenade somewhere. And what looks like a solid chance for Oakland to take a lead here, or not a lead, but at least take the point, is going to get kind of snuffed out.
Yeah. Do manage to at least turn the point over a little bit, right? So
here's
that's
the Emre ult again.
So I believe you said on the last broadcast that Emre did receive a buff.
I will have to double check the patch notes. I've maybe look at it between maps. I want to say yes. I don't remember what it was.
Mm-hmm. It just seems like this. We're starting to see Emre show up a lot more than what we were seeing originally.
Yeah, I mean, he is just a solid hits game character. Krawi finds 2 with the bomb here, crucially. Might keep Oakland in this one just for a little bit longer, give them a bit of a breath of air. As it's between the supports. Ren finally gets back on the Tracer, finds one, is going to get the stick onto the Arisa as well, so they will finally cap the point. It's going to be ticking up, and they are not done yet.
No, and honestly, I think that winning that fight right there was super good. Now you look at the ult percent on the side of Cumberland. The big one to worry about is going to be that Lucio ult. But that Arisa ult is also getting super close.
Crucially, Cumberland actually used the Kyrie ult somewhere in that last fight.
Ooh, and we got Gren on the back line.
Yeah, both Wolfie and Gren just on the... Oh, and Wolfie just too much damage too quickly. But there's a trade.
Huge. That's going to get that Emre. And look at Oakland really starting to put a dent onto the percent. Bringing it to the 50% mark. Oakland really starting to mount this comeback. They've warmed up and come alive here in the second half of this first point.
Yeah. And it's a situation you see on Control where you finally do break through the defense of the opposing team, and then you get to control the map a bit more. You get to move up to these choke points.
Yeah.
And it just swings in your favor that much more because then you get to play off of the ult economy and the cycling of the ults and things like that.
Yeah. Look at the ult economy here on Oakland side. Suzu, is it Suzu, right? For the ult, or
no, that's Kitsune Rush.
Kitsune Rush up online. We got
it's used immediately.
We got Jax's ults ready.
Oh,
Crawley's almost up. Everybody's ults is pretty much up on the side of Oakland, and it's going to be so crucial here as we head into the what's going to be that 99% tiebreaker situation.
Most support ults used. Jax used the beat just sort of in the midst of the fight, not in response to an ultimate, which could cause some problems down the line here, but it doesn't look like it will just yet. He does go down himself, so good thing he got the value of the ult.
Yep.
Wolfie's going to pull the blade, does find enough damage to kill an Orisa with it.
Yep. And Crawley does have his ult up, and that's going to be so big at pressuring this Cumberland squad from not being able to actually do anything. And that is it. Oakland takes .1 after being that was a reverse 99.
It was a reverse 99, and it's been known to happen. Like I said, it's just you kind of sort of get into the groove of the ult cycling when you have the point advantage.
Yeah.
Again, you get to move up. You get to choose. You get to set the tone, as some of the team members may say. When ults get used, and then because you're deciding when your ults get used, that prompts them to use ults in response. So then, again, it's a trading of the ult economy that, if you don't play the game a lot, not something you really think about too much.
I mean, it's always nice when you have to be the one that forces your opponents to show their hand, right? It goes for any competitive game. The moment you are the one that dictates when they have to play their ace, it's a good sign.
Saw a little bit of a early round check here. Frothy actually went to Juno briefly to give Crowley a speed boost with the booster out the door, and then is now back to Kiri, just to make sure that they do get to the point first.
Yep. We are scrapping outside of this center point here in point number 2.
Wolfie finds a deflect kill onto the Tracer. Don't shoot the deflecting Genji. Come on.
Actually, please do. Keep doing it. We want to keep seeing that. And they just hunted down Virtual on that Emre. Realizing, it kind of felt like for the most part during the early portion of point number 1, the Emre was really problematic for Oakland, right? And now we're kind of realizing that's if we kind of overwhelm the Emre, that player is just kind of crumbling.
He is a bit of a glass cannon. On Control Center specifically, similar to why Junkrat is strong on Control Center, Emre with his grenades can just get that little bit of extra value.
Yeah, there's so many.
So condensed and clustered and close.
Confined areas.
Obviously he's still strong here regardless, although it does look like that he's Virtual swapped to the Sojourn instead here. So.
Oakland, 25%
and you swapped off
here.
the Orisa from Cumberland as well on to match the Diva.
Yeah.
I think is the correct option if you're asking me. But.
Oakland really pushing it back. Oh,
wow.
What a actually insane play by Crawley.
Crucially there, that's a word I've been using a lot today apparently.
Even
though Crawley was low, he was holding defense matrix on the Sojourn, which means no healing could come in because it gets absorbed. At least I think defense matrix absorbs Kiri's little pieces of paper.
Okay.
Pretty sure it does. I'm not 100% on that. We can maybe look out for it later. But even though it was in a dangerous spot, was able to hold the matrix there for Ren to come in on the Tracer, or was that Wolfie on the Genji? I don't remember. To actually get the kill and finish them off, but kept them in a position that was killable.
And here is Cumberland on the point, trying to make their statement here.
Dropping bomb.
And that Crawley ult was so good at just making sure that Cumberland is cleared off of it. It gives us just another crucial 10% on the board. And Wolfie just going absolutely ballistic on this back line of Cumberland. And that is just, it honestly looks like we are about to just take map 1 with ease.
It's possible. I'm wondering, is there some new perk shenanigans going on with Genji here? Because I'm seeing things that I'm not usually used to seeing. Something that Genji is doing is causing the dash doesn't hit anybody and he will
just fly to his
not
own
get the reset.
Flies to his own demise.
So here we might be seeing a little bit of the inverse of last round, but
It's looking
Frothy
real
and
good.
Crowley able to just control the space and keep two of them out of the fight. They do eventually go down. It is now a something v3.
And that's Ball coming out on the side of Cumberland is just a latch-dist effort to just keep just spin Spider-Man on the point. Just at least with Ball's like bigger health pool, right? He gets to stay alive.
Survivability on Ball is decent, at least independently.
Yeah. They do, Cumberland did take the point at some during that whole exchange, right? They managed to get their ticket.
They're still struggling. Bomb comes out from Crowley. Isn't going to find anything.
Oh, beautiful little hit by Wolfie. Gets it. Ball back to being
Jax actually finds a couple kills here. Jax actually boops the Tracer off the map.
Oh, but this is huge. All right, that's it, right? They're just going to take
We done it. We done it.
And there it is. That's game number 1, or map number 1?
Map number 1.
Map number 1 going to Oakland.
I mean, I was a little concerned with the start of the first point.
Yeah, but you know what?
But we seem to have locked in.
We have definitely locked in. I mean, I was talking with Captain Jax before everybody got here. And I was just like,
whole sequence was incredible.
Just asking Jax, what are you guys feeling today, right? Like, Cumberland was a team when we found out last week that we were going up against them. The guys were a little worried. But Jax said that the team is feeling confident. They think that of a lot of like the top seeds they could have drawn into by seeding, Cumberland did feel beatable.
Okay.
So, to be honest, the fact that they've taken map number 1 is a really good sign that the confidence, that at least just in the comfortness of the matchup, is looking good for Oakland. So
I just want to something I noticed in that play of the game sequence right there. Wolfie must have hit both buttons at effectively the same time. Because he quick meleeed the Tracer for the kill, immediately brought up a deflect, deflecting a Sojourn railgun back into the Sojourn, killing her.
So that's how he got that the double kill there.
Yeah, but like it was melee E within the same frame.
That's kind of crazy, actually. Man. So I guess we're gonna be figuring out what we're gonna do for game number 2. So I don't know, maybe we cut it to a quick little break. So guys, stick around. We'll be back momentarily with map number 2 of Oakland University versus Cumberland. Stick around, you will not want to miss this.
Power through the tournament with the high-quality protein milk provides to stay energized and focused throughout the game. Oakland University Credit Union is here to help you power up your financial game. Whether you're aiming to upgrade your gear or conquer your savings goals, OUCU has the tools you need. With awesome savings accounts, cashback reward credit cards, and an easy-to-use app, we're here to help you win both on and off the screen. Not a member? Not a problem. Visit us on campus or online at oucreditunion.org. Oakland University Credit Union, because leveling up shouldn't stop your gaming. Proud sponsor of Oakland University Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, and welcome back. It is map number 2. We are on Midtown. For
Midtown.
What is this push
This
or
is
hybrid? Okay, so we're up for some hybrid. So it's going to be capture the point and
It's
then
hybrid.
push the payload.
Oakland is on the red side this time. That will change shortly. And I see a Domina on the side of Cumberland. I see a Sig on the side of Oakland. I put the wrong button. Both of these tanks kind of fill the same purpose. They're both sort of pokey, space controlling tanks. Let your team kind of operate around you, and you just kind of get to exist there. I don't know which one's actually better right now.
Between the two tanks?
Yeah, because Domina, at least when I play as Domina, I feel like I'm just running the whole game. But that might also just be because I'm in bad elo.
It's crazy how tier lists change when it is like high level competitive versus just solo.
Yeah, like a character like Hanzo, for example. If we go over to Wolfie for a second, in competitive is like usually okay, but like in solo queue in like a diamond lobby, like you could control a whole lobby as Hanzo, or like Widow, for example. Like Widow historically, usually not that good, but a very strong Widow in a solo queue lobby will hold the whole lobby hostage.
Yeah. You just feel like you can't even walk around a corner
You
without
can't
being
peek
just
out your
dome.
head without getting it ripped off.
Yep.
And speaking of the head ripped off, there goes the Wu Yang from the arrow of Wolfie's Hanzo. So that is a support down, crucially. Trying to think, where are we? We're playing BAP with Wu Yang on Oakland. We're playing Kiri Wu Yang.
It's been a little bit since we've seen the Wu Yang from Jax come out.
I don't. He's just a character I don't understand.
Wu Yang.
To this day. He's been out for a little bit now.
Ooh, good ult from Wolfie to help clear this point, right? The team is, we're on defense, so right, we're just trying to...
We are attacking.
Oh, we're attacking first?
Red side attack.
Red
first.
is attack first, okay.
And they will go down, unfortunately, as the trades do not go in their favor. I'm just looking at both of these key comps are interesting. Obviously, the Oakland comp makes more sense to me. It's, you sit behind the 6 shield, you play for picks off of Hanzo.
Yeah.
Like Cassidy now, I don't know if, I think Brent swapped to that just recently. I forgot what he was on prior. But, oh my gosh, that is a terrifying combination of ultimates. And we're going to respond, I guess. We're going to use a couple, even though we lost 2 there. It is hybrid, so we do come back faster than they do. Wu Yang ult into Pharah ult is scary.
Yeah, that, Pharah ult is just so nasty, especially like right where they did drop that ult too. That was in such a good choke point where you could almost feel like you're maximizing the damage that comes out of it.
And Pharah ult historically, you're very vulnerable as Pharah, but when you get the Wu Yang ult put on top of you, you get like an extra 500 health worth of shield.
You no longer can just like get one tapped by a Hanzo that's trying to just snipe you out of that ult.
While you're sitting there blowing everybody up, and the Wu Yang ult will go off just after and knock everybody down if they're still close to you.
Oh, and we got Gren versus Pharah in a tight corner. And Gren narrowly makes it out, gets the health back, goes right back upstairs to try and make sure that there's no
He swaps to a
flanks happening.
Symmetra here. I don't hate the idea. I don't see the vision myself just yet, but not opposed. Does go down due to the dominant ult and a Sojourn Railgun to the head. Not much you can do about that. Crowley also swaps to the Ramattra here. Jack's now back on the Lucio. So we've gone from like a pokey comp. I just realized that this overtime clock is actually ticking down. We're going to get full health. Maybe a little too late.
Yeah.
But swaps from a fairly stationary like poke comp to a sort of hyper mobile with the Symmetra teleport as well.
Yeah.
Brawl comp, which I like. Again, I just think that call was made a little too late.
Definitely. Now, in your experience on Midtown, right, is that attacking angle, is it difficult on this map?
It's the first point of any hybrid map is hard to attack on, just innately by the nature of the mode.
Yeah.
I think between Midtown and Paraiso, the 2 hybrid maps that have been added into specifically Overwatch 2, are the easiest. They're the most neutral, I guess. They're a bit more manageable.
Yeah.
Now, if you ask me about Kings Row, and this is why I hate Kings Row in the modern day, is that choke point is just an absolute nightmare. Same thing with Eichenwald. I used to really like Eichenwald, but in the modern state of the game, that first choke point is just absolute hell. To try and push through. And if you ever played solo queue on any of those maps, you kind of will generally know the story of the map will generally be super one-sided. You will either get rolled over on defense immediately, or you never get past first point. Yeah, Midtown, it's a hybrid map, so obviously it's a bit difficult. Not as bad as it could be. I do see Cumberland rolling out on a Bastion, which is going to make this job just that much easier. I don't like how potent Bastion can be in some of these brawl comps.
Oh, wow.
Although a rock to the face of a Lucio from Crowy will at least make this first fight fairly simple.
Crowy just going absolutely crazy right now. Almost single-handedly wiped the whole team himself.
Just about.
I think he got 4 out of those 5.
To be fair, I think that Lucio was definitely hurt before the rock hit him in the face. But it does, give a glimmer of hope. We're not going to get at least immediately walked over here.
Yeah.
Do they swap off? They do swap off the Bastion. We're on to, I think it was the Sojourn was on the Bastion prior.
Correct.
I don't... Bastion, the game is not fun when Bastion is good, and Bastion has been at least decent for a long time now.
Okay. At least there's no cat to make him an air Bastion.
True. Aerial assault. Although Feralti's going to get picked off early, which this is going to be bad news for Oakland. They don't have their primary burst heal in the game anymore, and Wu Yang historically not the greatest at just raw survivability.
Yeah.
Good utility. And
finally
probably a little bit overextended there as well.
I think Kara was just trying to get that ult up as fast as he could, right? He goes down at 99%, so unfortunate.
And goes down as well.
Going down.
Wolfie on the Tracer.
And they...
Oh, and doesn't get the touch.
Oh, and that is going to be...
Or 1-1.
Map 2, relatively quick, too, going over to Cumberland. That, their ability to hold that first point was just incredible. I mean, this is why we're seeing that Cumberland is the number 4 seed of the national playoffs, right? They were
well, we had an official correction. It was 4 seed versus the 13
seed.
So, to be fair, the fact that this is even as close as it is,
pretty good.
Feels pretty good.
Pretty good. But we're going to have to see what we do next as we head into map number 3.
Totally forgot to mention it. It was a Mei and a D.Va ban.
That game?
In that game.
That makes sense, honestly. D.Va, Craw was going absolutely crazy on the D.Va. And that Mei from Naughty, I think it was Naughty that was playing.
Sounds right.
They were looking like a Widowmaker at some point.
Yeah, and just, again, Mei utility is just incredibly strong when done well. That wall can be so... Even, Cry was playing D.Va into that Mei, and even you could fly on D.Va. And that wall is still obnoxious.
Definitely.
But as we're going on to map 3, we're going to Flashpoint. Saravasa. Classic.
Pray for us.
With a Sojourn ban. Oh. Perhaps not. Map pool check. Not all the maps that exist in the game are in the league chosen map pool.
Saravasa is the standard one that everybody goes to, right?
Yeah, of the fact that there's only 3 Flashpoint maps in the game, the fact that not all 3 are viable.
Oh, so Saravasa is not in rotation right now.
So it's only New Junk City and Atlas. That's criminal. Whoever made that decision. When you have a mode with only 3 maps that exist,
why get rid of
probably just use all 3. Same goes for push. Although I guess there's 4 now. You could maybe get rid of 1. But
which push map would you get rid of?
Caliseo. I don't hate Caliseo. It's just it is the weakest of the 4. So we're going to Atlas for Flashpoint. It's still a Sojourn ban.
Sojourn and Kiriko getting
Kiri
banned. Kiriko getting banned from Cumberland is really they just want to kind of like hold Frothy down. They kind of want to just make sure Frothy...
Yeah, but then you just put Frothy on like BAP, and then he still does a lot of work. We could see the role swap here. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
It's possible. This is where I'm saying I would appreciate seeing the Juno break in this. I know Flashpoint might be a little bit wonky for that. I feel like that fits more of an escort hybrid style map than it does Flashpoint, so maybe not. There is still a Lucio in the game, or at least as an option. And it looks like okay. I like this from Oakland. Immediately, I like this from Oakland. I also think the Cumberland choice here is very strong. They do immediately go for this Juno break. I would prefer the Vendetta over the May, personally. And the Domina's also just fine.
Yeah.
But on Flashpoint, that Brawl style is going to be very, very strong. You want the Lucio speed boost, or in Cumberland's case, the Juno speed boost. I think Moira is a fine pick for Flashpoint. Has immense survivability. When you choose the right perks, can do a lot of healing as well as damage.
Yep.
Probably on the Zarya, never going to complain about that.
Nope.
Vendetta alongside of Zarya, never going to complain about that.
Yeah. We saw right away this Emre from Cumberland immediately just found a good spot to just be throwing grenades and banking them off the wall to make sure that Oakland gets hit by it. Oh my gosh. And wow.
So it's
almost
until...
Oh
my gosh, the bubble saves Wolfie's life, but it's not going to be quite enough. The thing about Moira here is until she gets her first perk, which I'm hoping I get validated and Frothy actually is on the same page as me with perks. The healing output from Moira is a little low.
Okay.
There's no like super high burst outside of like a Fullest. And that's not burst, it's just very fast healing per second. The first perk you can take is your healing orb does 30 burst healing when it initially reaches somebody, and then does the normal heal over time. As Oakland's going to lose 2 here, they're going to have to try and back out. So until you get that perk online, it's a little bit of a struggle for like sustainability, especially in a brawl comp like this.
Gotcha.
Once that happens, again, assuming this is the perk he chooses to take, which he is level 2 now, so it should. Like he has taken it. Okay. So now he has the burst healing. I'll just let a cold rip here, I guess. I don't hate this. We're gonna move in.
This is huge right now by Oakland. Moira going absolutely crazy. Now Oakland finally being able to just take this point and just kind of stop Cumberland a little bit, as they almost hit the full 99 on just the first exchange.
Not to stroke Diego too hard here. Frothy got the perk online, we immediately want to fight.
And it was the perk that you think is the one that's correct to use.
Just saying.
You feel validated right there?
I do feel validated right now. As we move forward, Ren's got a pulse bomb online. Ult gets caught out, and a Mei ult as well. Oh my gosh, all the ults are being used. Like, every ult is being used on the side of... What just happened? So, to be honest, if you're obviously we lose the point here, which is bad. Cumberland did use 4 ults in response to Rav.
Maybe they just did. I mean, they didn't want that snowball to start.
And Frothy has swapped off the Moira, which makes me a little bit sad. Is now on Ana, which. There is no like dive threat on the side of Cumberland, so maybe this is actually just fine. Rowley also on Diva. Instead, Bren finds a pick with pulse pop.
Yeah.
Let's see that.
Flashpoint is about to unlock here. So Oakland looking to take the first.
Oh my gosh, that
almost
Juno
got
was
it.
almost cooked. Wolfie is going to be able to get out of here and live. Goodbye, Brig.
Getting the overhead behind, on the back of that Brig skull.
I, once again, am fully aware of how much of a menace Vendetta is, but she's too cool.
when the cool character factor outweighs the my God, you're so broken factor.
That is the truest thing I think you could have said. Like, she is an absolute menace in this game. Should be banned in every lobby you play in. But my God, is she fun, and my God, is she cool. Nano onto Crowley. As this fight kicks off here, he's gonna go in, find a couple with Bren. Oh my gosh. Just need the nano. That was a fast nano. Probably just swapped beyond like a fight ago and built a nano.
Ran that poor Mei down. Now just going after the Domina, just toying with him a little bit there.
Trying to go for the stagger. Frothy does get picked there, which is unfortunate. You can see the Domina's beam. The actual like shot after she charges it will get eaten by Matrix, but the beam damage that she does while that shot charges will go through Matrix.
Interesting.
Wolfie pops the Vendetta ult, doesn't find a kill with it, but will find a Juno coming back to the fight. Is going to drag the M-Ray down as well. Oh my gosh, I love this character. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Those were, okay, both of those drag down off the overhead were so clutch at making it where Oakland just takes that second point, basically for free.
Am I not once again immediately validated? And yes, the character is broken,
but
look at what she can do.
And honestly, all season long, it really has felt like this Vendetta has just been Wolfie's best character.
I don't want to take credit away from Wolfie's incredible player.
Yeah.
The character is just that broken, though.
Going in.
Oh, he's going to get... Oh my gosh, he's going to live.
Somehow
makes it out of that one alive.
With 100
Jax finds a kill onto
HP.
Break somewhere, by the way. Don't really know where that came from. Good sleep onto the Tracer as well from Frothy. Absolutely beautiful. It just takes a couple of swaps, maybe some comfort picks perhaps, and all of a sudden, tempo of the game is yours.
Yep, and Oakland taking the first swing on to point number 3. And we are a little bit on the offensive here. We are reaching out, we are extending out from the point to try and halt Cumberland's approach. And just make it a little bit easier.
Does not make it out, but will immediately dash back out of the way. Frothy finds a kill on a Tracer. Somewhere. Does he have the headshot perk? He does have the headshot perk. I think the headshot perk can one-shot a Tracer. I don't think it can one-shot a Tracer.
So what is the one? What is the or the headshot? Ooh, we got a pause.
Something's happened. We're not sure.
It's a pause from Cumberland's side. It looks like because the 2 players on Cumberland.
Perhaps
Mike was muted.
Mike was muted. I had to tab out. Go to Discord real quick. Surely that hasn't been a problem the whole map. Mike's muted the entire map. Wondering why no one's responding to his calls.
Why does nobody love me anymore?
What were you saying about something about Ana?
So explain the
headshot perk?
The headshot perk.
It allows Ana's gun to normally she doesn't you can't even if you hit an enemy in the head it won't deal the headshot multiplier.
Okay.
With the perk now it does.
Does that amplify the healing on
believe it is just damage.
Okay.
However, if you have played Ana before, if you've seen how she works, you'll see whenever she hits somebody, they take... It's not just immediate burst damage. It's a 3 ticks of, I believe, 25 HP. So she does 20 or 75 damage over time, briefly.
Okay.
It's very quick, period.
And man, Oakland...
And then when you add the crit multiplier, double that.
So
you're dealing 150 on a headshot. It's a lot of... It's like... You're like a pseudo Widowmaker.
Yeah,
a
at
little
that
bit.
point.
It's kind of scary. If you, double dink someone in the head, they die. Even the damage it does to a tank is, kind of scary.
Yeah. Here we go, heading into point number 4. Oakland does take that 3rd point, and we are set up into a really good position here.
Lets the Nano go on the Krawi. Couple ults. Jax drops a beat as well. Both support ults from the side of Cumberland go down as well. Oh, the Diva Matrix is good from Cumberland. Will not allow Wolfie to get healed.
Yeah.
And they will get the first bit of progress on this point here.
And that was Kerm from Cumberland absolutely just knowing to just run Wolfie
That's
down.
the headshot. You see how much damage that Brick just took.
So
That's an incredible... Brick has armor, by the way.
Yeah. Like, the rapid little, like, da-da-da-da-da
Yeah,
was crazy.
It's... When you don't... Because the perk doesn't come online until later in the game. When you're playing against Iana and you're like, oh, it's an there it goes again.
Actually just truly nullifies a character's existence out of
yeah,
a
like
potential
you have
fight.
to get out because usually Ana's like fairly consistently you're able to like hit like 2 shots in a row on somebody. Because normally against Ana, when you get hit that first time, you're like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like I have time to do something or make a call here. Whereas like with the headshot, it's like if I get hit again, I'm dead.
Yeah.
So it's an immediate decision you have to make to get the hell out of the way.
And then nanoed up Krawi as Krawi just goes right into the backline of Cumberland.
I've been watching a lot of this on a POV. Headshot perk is very fun to watch.
Oh, just trying.
He's tried to 1v1 and ulting Emre. He does die for it, as he probably should.
Yeah.
As this point, we're gonna go to point number 5.
Going to point number 5 in the big game number
broken.
3.
A minute. Probably jumped off the map a second time for some reason. Maybe he was outside of. I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know.
I wonder if he was just out of mech and then decided to jump off to remech.
Could be. Krawi's back with the mech, so possibly just that. Now Oakland starting to make their way over to this point as Cumberland already there first and kind of setting up a tent for how to... Ooh!
Oh my gosh. Nade gets a kill from Frothy, but Wolfie will go down pretty much immediately as well. Cumberland swaps to a Symmetra here. Just the defense matrix from Krawi doing a little too much as a grenade will find Jax once again. And I think Oakland's going to have to back up here. Sleep hits on the enemy D.Va. Fortunately, D.Va is a tank, so the sleep does not last as long. Wolfie's going to just let ult rip here. Finds 2! Finds the backline completely from...
Huge ult.
Will go down, but the fact that both supports are dead here is absolutely massive.
Yeah, especially as the point finally available to take the first start of percent, and that's Oakland starting up the clock.
The timing of that ult actually is incredibly important there because not only does the point just unlock, but it's Oakland's main damage output, the DPS players, is just coming back to the fight.
Yeah.
Krawi finds another kill on his Symmetra. Jax in trouble with the Brig. Not much you can do about
run
that.
him down.
But Krawi finding kills of his own in the backline. And they're going to control this point for just a little bit longer, if nothing else. Ult comes down. That sets both support ults from Cumberland, which will probably get them to take this point back.
Yeah. Some ults, so we did see Bar of Soap utilize that ult, and so that Juno ult going down relatively, like, they needed it, right, to start, to kind of, like, just take that point back. But look at the ults coming up on the Oakland side. Sure, Gren and Frothy, they're, like, and Wolfie are a little low, but Krawi's almost past the halfway point. Jax does have,
and Jax will probably let this go right now with the Emre ult being used. There he goes. I don't know if it'll be enough to keep him in this as long as they want to, but it looks like it will do enough. Frothy in a little bit of trouble. Both the D.Va and the Emre looking at him. Krawi's actually going to get demeched here as well, so it's going to be up to... Actually, Wolfie's dead as well, so it's just kind of Gren that can really make anything happen here at this point.
Yeah.
And they're just going to get out of there, reset quickly before it becomes too close to last fight territory, although Frothy gets staggered here. Doesn't look like it.
Manages to just narrowly escape. 83%, moving closer to that 99. Oakland got to try and find a way to get onto this point. Krawi and Frothy both close to having their ults online, so that nano is going to be very good for Krawi.
I don't know if they'll get the chance to use it here. Jax is already dead. Frothy's going to go down. Both the Brig ult and...
Oh, and they've got to get a touchdown. We got a touch, but that could be
the pulse bomb.
it.
Just to add insult to injury, the pulse bomb gets eaten.
Oh, and there it is. Cumberland taking map number 3. Oh, tough stuff.
It's they let the Brig uses rally as well as and then the Symmetra wall comes up in that last fight there, and that gives the team too much space to play with and HP to play with. So unfortunately, not good enough. But one of the closer Flashpoint games we've seen.
Yeah, I think Oakland was playing it pretty good there so far.
If I may, there was a point in time when I was playing on this team where I was told by Frothy, actually, hey, stop peeking the ulting Sojourn. I'm like, you know what? That's a smart idea. And just to throw that back at them a little bit, why are we continuing to peek and ulting Emre?
You know?
What's going on, guys?
New character.
I've been in the game for over a month at this point.
Yeah. I mean, the character's been in the game for about a month, but it feels like it's only been in the competitive rotation for about 2 weeks. For the most part.
They've played a lot of games over the last couple weeks.
They have played a lot of Overwatch.
Emre has been in most of them.
Yeah. They were also using him, I think.
Yeah, when the LAN they played with Nick as the sub, Nick was on Emre almost every game.
So it does look like we are getting set up to go into game number 4. And it is going to be on Esperanza with a Brig ban coming out of Oakland. So that means that it's going to be a non-tank getting banned from Cumberland, which is pretty...
support.
Oh, Briggs of support. I keep forgetting. They're tanky. They're so tanky. So a support ban coming out from... So I guess that leaves... it allows Frothy to not have to worry too much.
Well, I don't know. I still don't know the full rules on how bans work and if you can ban the same hero twice in one series. Because I don't think I've ever seen, like, oh, Kiri gets banned map 1, then Kiri gets... I know you definitely can't do it 2 maps in a row.
Yeah.
But, like, Kiri ban map 1, Kiri ban map 4.
All right. Well, it does look like we did see Wolfie get up from his computer to go take a quick bathroom break. So what I guess we will do is we'll cut it to a quick break ourselves, and when we get back, we will be in it for game number 4, or map number 4, rather, Oakland University versus Cumberland, guys. 2 games away from punching a ticket down to Orlando. Can Oakland do it? We'll have to find out. We will be right back. All right, welcome back. It is time for map number 4 of Oakland University versus Cumberland University. It is push.
And it's a must-win.
And it is do or die. Much like this series, right? One of these teams is going down to Orlando at the end of April. The other one is going home. So
it's immediately pause.
Pause.
We can talk about bans. It was a... What was it? It was a tracer ban and a break ban.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like the bans happen in such a way where it's like the rules say we have to ban somebody, so we're just gonna pick something random.
Yeah.
Because we don't actually care at this point because of just the way the the meta plays out. The tracer ban is probably like a little bit more impactful because Gren's been one of the DPS players of Oakland has been on tracer fairly frequently.
Yeah.
Gren opts to go to a venture.
That is usually the.
I don't hate.
Venture is like we've seen Gren's venture a few times during the season so far. When usually in these moments where tracers just either banned or kind of just not really doing it. So it'll be interesting to see if this venture pick is going to be what makes or breaks our season.
And Cumberland opts to stay on this Symmetra, which I think has been part of the reason that Krawi has been kind of getting shut down. Immediately, Gren is trying to be on that Symmetra, is not going to get the kill. As Krawi's going to get demeched here as well. So I think trying to do something about the Symmetra is going to be the solution here. I don't know what that is, other than just like having a hit scan shoot them in the head.
Yeah.
That's usually a pretty effective way to deal with it.
Pretty effective way to deal with a low HP pool.
Gren does immediately swap to a hit scan, so we'll see what happens here. But yeah, like the Symmetra beam goes through Matrix, it goes through a Genji deflect, it still does decent damage on like a Vendetta block. If he dashes in but isn't gonna get any value out of it.
Just right off the edge, and we're seeing Gren on this Emre trying to just throw some grenades and just pick off people in the back line.
I wish the enemy could interact with Teleporter. That'd be a fun way to like probably nerf Symmetra a little bit, but like kind of neat.
Yeah.
Because typically you can like, as Symmetra, you can throw your own turrets through your own teleporter and things like that.
Yeah.
But like if you were like Emre, being able to like check a grenade through an enemy teleporter, I think would be really funny.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
I would be, like if Symmetra becomes like super dominant, I think that would be a fun nerf for her. Martha's gonna let a Kitsune Rush go as well as Bar of Soap in response. And again, you can just sort of see as the two divas are just like matrixing at each other, like the Symmetra beam is obviously still just like getting value through it as Symmetra does go down, but Virtual on the Sojourn on the side of Cumberland is gonna find 2 kills, and they are gonna wrap this up as well as the fact that the Symmetra finds a turret kill even though she's dead.
Pesky character. Jax on the Lucio, trying to just get to that robot and to stop the push.
We're only 2.5, 3-ish minutes into this map, and Cumberland has pushed this bot well over halfway.
So far. It's kind of looking like that one map where we were on a Montreal or Toronto, whatever the Canadian map is.
Wheat Street?
Yeah.
Toronto, I believe.
It was a little rough.
Yeah.
Well, like that game was like what I view as
the Sim barrier comes down, but 2 kills have already been found on the side of Oakland. Jax will go down in the trades, but I think Oakland should be able to clean this up. Diva D-Mech, no bomb to save her.
Nope. That's Oakland finally.
Get something going.
Gets a little bit of a potential.
Ult's online. Jax has a beat. Wolfie's got a blade. Gren will have. I forget the name of his ultimate.
Emre's?
Something to do with AI like overtaking his body.
No. I actually have 0 clue.
Can I hit? Does this work? I'm not even gonna. You know what? Let's not experiment while we're live. Ult does come through. We'll probably find this, or the Symmetra does. Sojourn ult also gets popped on the side of Cumberland. Is scary for Emre, to be fair, but will eventually go down to that Sojourn. Ult was already expired. So a couple trades, both hit scans, although Diva no mech.
Oh.
Okay.
Taken down.
That's 2 fights in a row. And
all right.
Wolfie with quite a cleanup.
And Oakland University starting to get their first little bit of meters pushed.
So they'll get some progress
We're
here.
going up.
They actually might. No, probably not. I was gonna say they might get this to the checkpoint, but no, absolutely no. No way. What am I thinking?
Never know. There's a chance.
At least not like guaranteed. Obviously, if they win the fight, it will go there. But so what? They only used. They used beat and they used Emerald. That's gonna be another. Lucky built this ultimate so fast.
It's a lot of. He hits a lot of like.
Speaking of, absolutely domed that Symmetra in the head. And I would like to point out that when the Symmetra dies early,
Oakland gets
we
to play
tend
the
to win
game.
the fight.
We get to play the game.
Just a little bit. So they will get the checkpoint here. They will, again, another fight win probably gets them the lead. And oh no, that is not good for Wolfie. Wolfie dashed in, pulled the blade, and died before the blade actually did anything.
Terribly unfortunate.
Rothy gets the mech. We'll just let Bomb go to get the mech back quickly. No ults really coming up online for OU here, so this is going to be a tough fight to win. Although if they can, if Cumberland decides they want to take like a dry fight here, then I don't know why they would. But just a lot of posturing, a lot of just trying to find an angle.
Yeah. You can see Karawi trying to sneak around behind Cumberland to try and get the flank stop. And that is a beat coming out from Cumberland.
There's the ultimate beat and Sim's barrier. Both come out here. And this bot's been actually pushed all the way almost back where they're making progress as a couple more kills come out from the Lucio on the side of Cumberland. Jack's getting out of there barely.
He's just flying to go back to spawn and just naturally heal up in the fountain.
He actually chooses to let his own healing ability heal him there, which does grant him ult charge, so I guess it's smart. It is slower, so you can argue about the trade-offs there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, like there's a Rothy will have a Kitsune. There it is, pretty much immediately. But Jax has already been killed as Virtual is gonna let a overclock go. At least put down some damage, if nothing else. Memory ult. Finds one. And this bot is very close to just completing the map here as Emery does go down, and I don't think that Oakland's got it left in there. The mech is immediately destroyed even after the remech, and no, this will be a tragic end.
Oh, unfortunate. You know, the first, like, taking map number 1, map number 2 was close, and even map number 3 was still a little bit close, right? But there in map number 4.
I think I can actually tell you, and I don't want to just put blame on somebody, but there was a key moment that pretty much sealed the deal here. And that was the tragic attempt at a Genji blade.
Yeah.
He just dashed in at like half HP, tried to pull blade, and died immediately.
A little bit of a
that singular moment where they had the momentum going forward, they had won like 2 or 3 fights in a row. That moment just shuts that momentum down, and now their ult economy shot for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Well, and with that, that is the end of the Overwatch team's season. They did end up in the top 16 overall, which is still incredible. So good job to the team. So I guess that's going to be...
We done with Overwatch till
September?
September?
Overwatch is done until September. But we still have Smash Bros. In action. They'll be here on Thursday, taking on George Mason University in their National Championship LAN qualifier. So, guys...
Is that also just like a win and in?
Win and in. We are this week is the win and ins. So...
Smash B update?
Smash B is done for the season.
Okay.
There's the championship LAN for their league happening this weekend in Chicago over Easter. But due to that, I don't believe the Smash B team will be traveling to it. So
did they qualify?
Yeah, they won the regular season, so they were the 1 seed going into that. But they're holiday, so some things just aren't meant to be.
Unfortunately, I mean, why are you scheduling a LAN event on a holiday? Interesting decision making, if you ask me.
Sometimes you got to book with what's available.
That's true.
But that's going to be it for us here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Cumberland, good luck at the Tappe LAN down in Florida. Because you beat us, that means you have to go win the whole thing now. I don't make the rules. I just simply follow them. So we will be back on Thursday for Smash. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in a few days.